My name is Harjodhan Chaturvedi and I am a legal intern at Lexis and Company. So today we are going to talk about unilateral arbitration rules. Section 1, Introductory Rules. Scope of application in the Article 1 is where parties have agreed that dispute between them is the respect of a defined legal relationship, whether contractual or not, shall be referred to arbitration rules. The unilateral arbitration rules, then such disputes shall be settled in accordance with the rules, subject to such modification as parties may agree. The parties to an arbitration agreement concluded after 15th August 2010 shall be presumed to have referred to the rules in effect of the date of commencement of arbitration rules, unless the parties have agreed to apply a particular version of the rules that presumed does not apply where the arbitration agreement has been concluded by accepting after 15 August 2010 an offer made before that. These rules shall govern the arbitration except that when any of these rules is in conflict with a provision of the law applicable to the arbitration from which the parties cannot derogate, the provision shall prevail. In Article 2, a notice including a notification, communication or proposal may be attaining, transmitting by any means of communication that provides or allows for a record of its transmission. If an address has been designated by a party specifically for this purpose or authorized by the arbitral tribunal, any notice shall be delivered to that party at that address, and if so delivered, shall be deemed to have been received. Delivery by electronic means such as facsimile or e-mail may only be made to an address so designated or authorized. In the absence of such designation or authorization, a notice is received if it is physically delivered to the address, or deemed to have been received if it is delivered at the place of business, habitual residence, or mailing address of the addressee. If after reasonable efforts delivery cannot be effected in accordance with the paragraph 2 or 3, a notice deemed to be received if it is sent to the addressee's last known place of business, habitual residence, or mailing address, by a registered letter or by any other means that provides a record of delivery or of attempted delivery. A notice shall be deemed to have been received on the day it is delivered in accordance with the paragraph 2, 3 or 4, or attempted to be delivered in accordance with the paragraph 4. A notice transmitted by electronic means is deemed to have been received on the day it is sent, except that a notice of arbitration so transmitted is only deemed to have been received on the day when it receives the addressee's electronic address. For the purpose of calculating a period of time under these rules, such period shall begin to run on the day following the day when a notice is received. If the last day of such period is an officially holiday or a non-business day at the residence or the place of business of the addressee, the period is extended until the first business day which follows. Official holidays or non-business days occurring during the running of the period of time are included in calculating the period. Notice of arbitration. Article 3. The party or parties initiating recourse to arbitration shall communicate to the other party or parties a notice of arbitration. Arbitral proceedings shall be deemed to commence on the date on which the notice of arbitration is received by the respondent. The constitution of the arbitral tribunal shall be hindered by any controversy with respect to the sufficiency of the notice of the arbitration, which shall be finally be resolved by the arbitral tribunal. Article 4. Within 30 days of the receipt of the notice of arbitration, the respondent shall communicate to the claimant a response to the notice of arbitration. Thank you.